Dun dun. It's gonna be like the Law and Order thing, like one dough. Dun dun. 6 cookies. Let's go. Would you believe me if I told you that this one base sugar cookie recipe made these 6 entirely different and unique cookie flavors? The really great thing about having one simple base recipe is that you can use that recipe and separate your dough into thirds or in half, and you can create a couple different flavors out of the very same batch of dough. I'm Lindsay with My Better Batch. Let's get baking. We're gonna start off really simple. Using my base sugar cookie dough, I'm gonna prepare it exactly like the recipe outlines. If you haven't already, be sure to check out my homemade sugar cookie dough recipe. Here's the link. Idea number 1, celebration cookies. In a small bowl, pour in your sprinkles or your nonpareils. Nonpareils are those small round decorations that you sometimes see used on premium chocolate. Now, using my 2 tablespoon scoop, I've scooped my cookie dough onto a small cookie sheet and set to the side. I'm simply gonna take a scoop, gently roll it into a ball like this, and then roll it in my topping. I like to roll the cookie dough in the topping so that the sprinkles or the nonpareils stay to the outside of the cookie. Take a look at how beautiful they look after they bake up. Idea number 2 and 3, Oreo cookie crunch. Like our celebration cookies, these are pretty simple too. Well, actually, I guess we have beginner level and an expert level, both of which are absolutely delicious. I've crushed up a sleeve of Oreos. First up, simply roll your sugar cookie dough onto the crushed Oreo crumbs. Use your fingers to gently press those Oreo crumbs into the dough if they're not sticking. Next up, just mix your crushed Oreos directly into your sugar cookie dough. And just like our base sugar cookies, these are gonna bake at 375 for about 11 to 12 minutes. But wait, there's more. While your cookies are baking, you're just gonna make a quick icing. Stick with me, this isn't very hard at all. Using your stand mixer or your hand mixer, simply add 1/2 cup of unsalted softened butter, 3 cups of powdered sugar, 1/4 cup of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're just gonna mix this until it's nice and smooth. Once your cookies come out of the oven and have completely cooled, we're gonna top with a generous amount of our homemade vanilla icing and finish off with a little bit of Oreo cookie dust. Look at that. Just think about all the different ways that you could make this idea your own. You could add cereal like Fruit Loops or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You could add candy pieces like Butterfinger or M&Ms directly into your dough, top with icing, and sprinkle on top. Idea number 4, birthday cake cookies. Using the base sugar cookie dough recipe, I'm just gonna fold in 1/2 cup of multicolored sprinkles and 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips. People seem to have a love-hate relationship with white chocolate chips. If you don't love them, just leave them out. Using a 2 tablespoon scoop, we're just gonna scoop the cookie dough. We're gonna bake at 375 degrees for about 11 to 12 minutes. Once our cookies are completely cooled, we're gonna top with our simple vanilla icing. Cookie decorating is probably not my forte, but I can handle icing the top of a cookie. And finish it off with a few extra sprinkles. These are kid approved with 2 thumbs up. Idea number 5, cinnamon sugar glazed. I've prepared my sugar cookie dough exactly like the recipe instructs, but before putting it in the oven, I've rolled it in a mixture of cinnamon and sugar. I used 1/3 cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Bake them off in a 375 degree oven for about 11 to 12 minutes and allow them to completely cool before drizzling them with homemade vanilla glaze. While the cookies are in the oven, you can make the glaze. For that, you'll need 1 cup of powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. You're just gonna mix these ingredients together and place it into the fridge until you're ready to use. Once the cookies are cooled, we're gonna drizzle the glaze right over top of our cookie and allow it to set on our cooling rack. Our last idea, we're gonna make a fruit pizza. You're gonna just prepare your sugar cookie dough according to the instructions, but before putting it into the oven, take your 2 tablespoon cookie dough ball and roll it into some granulated sugar. You're gonna bake these at 375 degrees for 11 to 12 minutes. Once your cookie is completely cooled, you can dip the top into vanilla glaze. As a reminder, we mixed powdered sugar, milk, vanilla extract, and cinnamon together to make this glaze. Allow the glaze to set for about 30 minutes. While you're doing that, you can cut up some fresh fruit. Today, I wanted some vibrant colors, so I used blueberries, kiwi, and strawberries. There you have it, 6 completely unique and impressive ways to take your ordinary sugar cookies and turn them into something completely extraordinary. I hope that the ideas today have inspired you to try something new and different. And if you do give it a try and try a different flavor, I would love to hear about it. Please be sure to leave it in the comments below. Give us a like, hit the subscribe button, all the things. I'm Lindsay with My Better Batch. Thanks for baking with me today.